Trevor Lawrence, despite the contract, has not been the guy that he was supposed to be coming out of Clemson. Yeah. So just what do you see happening next week? What will look like a successful week in your mind?
Well, I just want to preface this by saying that I'm never in the hobby of advocating for someone to lose their job. That being said, a successful week next week looks like at the end of that game, Doug Peterson is no longer the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Mac Jones is now the starting quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, yeah, as a Patriot organization, you have the ability now to get a little bit of revenge on Doug Peterson for the Philly special, and you can. I would just love nothing more as a Patriot fan to get to see with my own two eyes Mac Jones on the same field as Drake
Mhm.
May, so
Please,
you can just
please.
see what an actual NFL quarterback with arm strength looks like versus Mac
Mhm.
Jones.
Now, you know what'd be fucking funny is if they both threw for 300.
Because I will
That would be fucking crazy
I will
because
shred the defense if Mac Jones. I mean, I'll be calling for Gerard May to be fired if Mac Jones throws for 300 yards on us.
but that's the thing. It's like, yo, it's like it's been once again, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, who a lot of you said is that selling himself, he ripped you to shreds. Geno Smith ripped
Tweet
you to
for it.
shreds.
Yeah, that hurt.
Purdy, essentially ripped you to shreds. I mean, obviously Tyler Huntley, but Tyler Huntley is not that good of a quarterback, so that makes sense. But then,
He's a Pro
um,
Bowler.
I know, but it's just like
So is Mac
it's
Jones.
yeah. So it's Matt Jones, but it's like it's a joke. It's a big that's the worst All Star game in pro sports by far. Or at least now it is, anyways. But it's just like it's wild. I didn't think CJ Stroud was great yesterday. I didn't think he was great, but like I said, he did enough. At one point, I thought that May was out playing Stroud in the third quarter, but like I said, it was just too many mistakes to overcome. Because once again, it's bad enough. It's hard enough to win when you don't make mistakes, let alone four of them, and thinking that you're going to be a team that's good, that talented, that disciplined. And to their credit, they've taken on the mindset of their head coach because he was a hard nosed player when he played. So go figure. But it is what it is. But
For Jacksonville, I mean, you don't have to be perfect to beat them. You still can't turn the ball over four times and
right,
beat any team in the NFL. I would love for Ramondre to have a good bounce back game, but I think that this is a game that Drake May can go off. Jacksonville's defense, it's not atrocious, but it's not. I mean, you're like what? I think they're 23rd in the league in defense.
mm,
Um, so like, there's going to be a chance there, and
yeah,
I think if you can get Ramondre healthy, keep building on Pop, you get Kendrick Bourne back into the mix. This could be the best game played in Europe by the Patriots in years, because it's going to take about 4 international games to wipe the taste of that Germany game out of our mouths from last year. That was that. I mean, I've said it a couple times this year. That possibly is the worst football game I've ever watched in my life, and it's been topped or matched at least twice this year. But I
yep,
don't. I think because this is when these when coaches get fired. If you're on a bad team, it looks like you've lost the locker room, and you play in London, you're gonna get fired. So Doug
yep.
Peterson has a real chance to be fired. I don't know what the hell's going on with Trevor Lawrence. I mean, maybe he's just. I mean, he's good, not great, but I don't blame Jacksonville for paying him what they paid him. That's what you need to pay for a quarterback. If you think they could be a top 15 quarterback, you have to pay them that amount of money. But he's not the guy. So I would love. I don't want him to get
Mm,
hurt. Maybe get benched, but I'd love to see Mac versus Drake. Like that's my dream.
yeah, that would be. It's poetic justice. It's poetic justice about to happen. Um, I just hope that we're up by 30-10. He just has to come in and do
Oh,
whatever.
at half.
Like, yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, once again, it could be something where, yeah, they come out guns blazing, beating us, and be like, oh, first thing, throw like a 40-yard bomb to Booty again, and it'd be seven other pitchers right away. So, if anything, the last 3 years, they're a front running team. So when they get ahead, they usually win. But they just have to be up big, obviously.
They might need
Yeah,
to be up 30-10.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, that might be something. It's just like, yeah, it is what it is. But this is the game I said that they would win. I didn't think they would win until this moment. So I do have them winning on Sunday. I don't.
You had them at 1-6 going into the bye. I had them at 2-5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so I think so. Um, they may win this game once again. I do think you're probably still 2-4 with Drake because you probably win the Seattle game. I feel like with him. You probably win the Seattle game. You still lose against the Jets and the 49ers, but I do think the Seattle and Miami game were winnable.
Yeah.
So that was winnable without with him there. And yesterday proved that. So, but I mean, either way, they did what they did to help develop. He looked good on Sunday. Once again, there is hope in New England for the first time in a long time at that position. So we're thankful for that. And like I said, we'll see how they build up. So let's get into what I've been waiting on. Something that's going to be a lot more exciting to talk about. Although we feel like we found our quarterback of the future.